Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Are we all back yet, please? Yeah? Is Karina in the room?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, because you weren't there right at the beginning, so I missed you. You're a little bit late. Okay, I can give you, I'll just put the mark. Good. Okay. I have a friend called Karina in England. Unfortunately, her little dog got run over yesterday. So that's why I'm remembering her. Okay, so, are we all here? Molly, are you here? Molly, are you here? Hank, are you here?
I'm here.
Okay. Okay, if I can't see you, then you're not here. Okay, so what we're talking about is short stories. And what I'm going to tell you before we start looking at the PPT, is the little story about behind the short story that I'm going to give you to read. It's 3,000 words, but don't worry, I'm not going to ask you to write 3,000 words. It's going to be quite short. But the short story I wrote is like a Chinese ghost story. And the reason I wrote a Chinese ghost story is because recently my wife's grandmother died. My wife lives in Changzhou, or comes from Changzhou, and that's where her mum and her grandma lives. And my wife went to the funeral. Now, when she went, the funeral isn't just 1 day or 1 hour. It's a few days. You have to be there for a few days in China festival. So that's what the story is about. And I'll send you that story so you can read it. And now we're going to start looking at how to write a short story. So let me get the PPT up. So again, if the screen goes black, please tell me if your screen goes black. So can we all see that? No, because I haven't shared it. That's my fault, sorry. I need to share it. Sometimes I forget as well. So can we all see that? Mm-hmm. Okay, tell me if and when it goes off. Quickly, don't just let me keep on. Don't just tell me keep on talking, because it just wastes time. So the elements of a short story. How do we write a short story? Real life things in it. So, for example, the example I gave you of writing this ghost story that I wrote. That the true things in it are, what my wife told me. I'm taking those as true because my wife told them to me. And then the other research that I had to do about Ghost Festival. And we want our writing to create an impression on the reader. We want our readers to remember our writing. Or if it's a horror movie, you want them to be scared. If it's an adventure, action, not movie, writing, book, story. If it's an adventure, action, you want them to be involved in that. If it's a detective story, you want people to be thinking about what are the clues, who was the murderer.